Welcome, 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 everyone. This is Tracy Una Wagner with Versatile Inspirations and the Lightworkers and Earth Angels Academy and Study Hall, and the other half of Cryptids Creations. Welcome to the first full week in May. And this is your weekly energy foresight for May 6th through the 12th, Monday through Sunday. For the month of May, we're working with the Psychic Tarot deck, and that is by John Holland. And for this week, Monday through Sunday, or May 6th through 12th, the card that came through is mental conflict. And the message from the card is those stubborn shadows are really holding on for dear life. This is validating your need to trust yourself, your intuition, and your spirit team now more than ever. As you release those old paradigms, thoughts, contracts, etc., from their depths, you will realize mental peace and harmony. It is so difficult sometimes to release all of that old stuff, to change, to do something different. Sometimes it is very difficult. And because we don't know what the outcome is going to be, a lot of times we go back to the old things that we know, right? Not that they work better, but because we know the outcome, and whether it's good, bad, or ugly. The fact is that it feels to us as being safe, like a safe option, because we already know what's going to happen. To release the old and welcome in the new, it takes determination. It takes a lot of will, and it takes a sense of adventure, because you don't know what the outcome is going to be. We can sit here and say it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a wonderful scenario. It's going to be rainbows and unicorns even. However, you don't know that. You don't believe it. And like most everything in the world, it's not gonna be rainbows and unicorns. But the fact of the matter is that as we switch into this new state of being, it is going to be good. It is going to be more spiritually active. It's going to have a lot of those thoughts and ideas and images of what you think of when you think of a wonderful world where we live in peace and harmony. And that peace and harmony begin with you. So if you're in a state of mental conflict, that's not peace and harmony. And so what you're not putting out there is that sense of peace and harmony, is that idea of peace and harmony. Peace and harmony begin with you. And then as you grasp onto it, as you release all that stuff that is not peace and harmony, all that stuff that just kind of is down deep, the shadow stuff, once you start releasing that, the stress on your mental faculties becomes less and less, because it's less that you have to worry about. It's less that you have to think about. It's less that is just lying there in the depths, just waiting to come up when you're triggered or when something happens. There's less and less of that mental conflict, and there's more peace and harmony. All right, for midweek and end week, I decided to work with the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, and that is by Colette Baron-Reid. And for midweek, and midweek is Monday through Thursday, or May 6th through May 9th, the card that came through is Exchanging Gifts. This card tells me that we need to start looking at the idea we have already within us, the skills, the gifts, the messages, and the talents to move forward. A lot of things are going to occur in a manner of working together, give and take, giving and receiving. So we need to start working on that muscle. And it is just a muscle. We do it all the time. A lot of times, especially if we are earth angels, or we're people that like to do things for others and don't require a whole lot of, getting in return, it's difficult to get that receiving muscle working. So this is just a golden opportunity that we need to stretch that muscle. We need to give and receive. The idea of exchanging gifts doesn't necessarily have to be physical gifts. And in this manner, and I'll explain more for end week, and then tie them together. But with this, it's more of that spiritual, your gifts, your talents, those things that come spiritually. So with this, try and get together with like-minded individuals, but get together with someone or people that you trust and give and receive. Give readings to someone and receive readings from others. Also, we can do just, wonderful things for other people. We can mow the lawn for our neighbor when we're out mowing our own lawn, and then allow your neighbor to reciprocate, whether that is just baking you some bread or pruning your trees, whatever it may be. Also, like going when you're at the grocery store, if you notice somebody struggling and you help them, when you see yourself in a similar situation, allow someone else to offer their help as well. So expand that muscle. Realize that as we move into this new world and as you switch into that new being, it's going to require our muscles in that area of giving and receiving and exchanging our gifts, messages, talents. It's going to be a needed thing. So just go out there and work those muscles. All right, for end week. And end week is Thursday through Sunday, or May 9th through the 12th. The card that came through is Thinker. Now, this is interesting because in the beginning of the week, we are working more in that spiritual realm. At the end of the week, we're working with that idea of thinking, and that is like being analytical, going with what you know to be true, and seeing it. Like if you see numbers, those are the numbers. They're not wishy-washy. They're just numbers. They have no emotion attached to them. There's nothing. It just is. So when you know something to be true, when you are analytical in viewing things, then use that information to move forward. I found that interesting that at the beginning of the week, we're kind of working with that muscle of giving and receiving, that whole spiritual aspect. Whereas at the end of the week, we're looking for more of that physical or that thinking aspect, that idea of it is true, so we're moving forward. The numbers don't lie. Definitions don't lie. There is that idea between midweek and end week that we are kind of moving from thinking about the spiritual aspects, thinking about ourselves as spiritual beings and being able to offer our gifts and talents, to really realizing them as the thinker at the end of the week and making that into a physical form, making that into the truth, your truth. So to me, it just really validates that what we're needing to do to get through that mental conflict is to really hone our skills, know that we truly are spiritual beings having an earthly experience. And as we are here on this planet at this time, during this amazing switch between the material to more of that spiritual, the age of Aquarius, the awakening, the going into the time of the new world, our new self is changing into that new self, and welcoming that with all of us, our spiritual side and our physical side. So these two cards coming together was just a beautiful example of how we can switch. We can know that our gifts, our messages and talents, our spiritual being can be material and can work in conjunction with and in collaboration with that spiritual and the analytical, and be here on planet Earth to welcome in this beautiful new time for all. All right, thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I so appreciate it. And if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. As always, I'm sending you so much love, angel light, and tons of gratitude. You take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.